Hey guys, back to kind of continue on the Greencig or Greensmoke G300 review. I've actually set up some of these carts. I mentioned they were interchangeable, and they really are. I've set up a number of them, although I dropped one, of course, and want to do a couple comparisons here. This is actually the Greencig on its battery from the G300 case, which I love this case. That charger's awesome. Followed by, this is a, I can tell it's one of those, it doesn't quite fit 100%. It's very close. This is on an E9 battery, same exact length. Keep them in order. This is the Greencig, this is the E9. Unfortunately, the Greencig has like this lime green LED that does not show up very well on video. This probably looks familiar. This is a Vapor King or what, Zeus, Nebula, KR808D1 battery. And this is a normal KR cart on a Vapor King battery. And finally, this is a U9 e-cig pass-through, which is basically the E9 was the is the same base model as Smoke 51, LoongTotem, a couple others. I think the Bloog. And we're gonna kind of shuffle these around a little bit, and you know, starting off with the sorry, I was cheating and had an analog burning away, but ironically I took 2 drags and it's been sitting there for a while burning. So anyway, we're gonna start with the G300. You know, and again, I think I was kind of running out of time on the last one a bit, but you know, have paid for this out of pocket, no association with any vendor, and while I think the G300 is kind of mixed, you know, got to give props to Drew, great guy, and I think that this thing probably has some potential, but let's see why I don't like it. You're probably not going to be able to see the LED very well, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of take a couple primers, and then I'm just going to inhale until this thing cuts off. So it cuts off at basically 3 seconds. And for that time, it actually produces some pretty good vapor. But you're not getting a throat hit on 3 seconds off of this. By comparison, you won't if you try the Vapor King or the KR or anything else. So I think this is very much, I don't know, Red Dragon-like, which I think the Red Dragon actually may be an E9. So I believe it has a cutoff as well. It does okay on vapor. All these carts are basically brand new, so you know, the vaporing may get a little better, but I've tried a couple on this battery and it's just 3 second cutoff has got to go. For 3 seconds of vape's okay. By comparison, and why I say this is pretty much an E9, at least for the battery, this at least LED you should be able to show. You should be able to see. The E9 may actually be staying on a little bit longer. Again, this is the G300. The E9. The E9 is actually giving a little bit better vapor. We're going to swap the carts between the two. just in case there is something going on there. It's not identical to an E9 battery. It is very close, but the Greencig or G300 battery is brass, slightly longer threads. And there is also a difference. The E9 battery, let's see if it'll work. Yeah, the E9 battery will go on blowing on it, dropping on it. The E-Cig won't. If I drop it, you guys aren't going to see it. But anyway, so we swapped the cart that was producing better vapor onto the green smoke. Okay, that's a little better. So it's possible that brand new carts, so they may need, you know, a couple hits to get them going. So let me, I'll put the bad cart, or the not yet vaping well cart, back onto the E9 here. So again the G300. It does okay, and there is a trick. You pretty much kind of have to let the battery kick off and then, you know, come back for your second hit. And these batteries will also shut off for 3 minutes after you've taken 30 hits on them. This is the 9. I don't know what to say. I'm going to try the other battery I have for the green smoke with the same cart. Okay, better. So I did charge these up, but I have been playing with them a little bit. So yeah, I may have run that battery down a bit. So G300. I wish you could see the LED cut off. The E9. The E9 has the cutoff issue. Now on the KR battery, that's very nice. Yeah, a 5-second drag versus a 3-second makes all the difference in the world. Now I'm getting throat hit. That's very nice. And by comparison, the E9 on a USB pass-through, yeah, the E9 carts kind of blow. In my opinion, they have the same issues that a lot of the KR carts do, and they're nearly identical inside. Whoever said there's new and improved, not what I've seen. But Greencig cart, with a 5-second drag on it. It's fairly nice. So where does that leave us with this? I really love the charger. I love the charging pack. This is great. The cartridges, if you take them apart, here's the end piece. It's actually glued in, and there's a little O-ring. And you see in the back what looks like a back of a plastic piece, because you can't see through these Greencig carts. You cannot see through them like you can with the KR Smoke 51 E9 cartridges. Took a while to get one apart, but what you wind up realizing is in there is this, which is not very dissimilar from my 510 cart. It is a normal cartridge, and beyond that is this right here, which I'm not sure It's a little ratty because I've had this disassembled a while, but basically there's a coil which looks black probably at this angle, and there's something that looks like hair or fiber, and that goes together inside and sits up against the packing, and then there's your cart. And you know, by comparison, there's the cartridge length. The top is a Vapor King or KR cart versus the Greencig or Green Smoke. And yeah, so I vaped the hell out of one, and I can drip them. Shit, we're gonna go into part 3. I'm out of time. Alright, to be continued in a couple minutes. Sorry it's long as hell, but what can you do?